theory I was thinking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I was like, I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Have you noticed? Have you noticed that, like in the show, they like they was brainwashing people and stuff like that? You know, like brainwashing them and stuff like that. And I was thinking, I was like, and Get Out. Like, if you see in the imagery in uh they clone Tyrone, you see the cup, like the same cup in Get Out and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. And I was thinking, do you think America or like the government has been trying to get black men into therapy to brainwash us?
Oh shit.
Like, if you think about it,
Oh.
they like, because I was like, if you always notice the black community, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with therapy. I think mental health is important.
Mm-hmm.
I want to state this. I think mental health is important, but I've always been like, you should get mental health from somebody you trust, somebody who's also can relate to you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, I think if you're a black man, you should be going to a black man or a black woman, but somebody who's more like who can relate to you. You know what I'm saying? Know your experience, what you lived through, and that's qualified to actually give you this advice. But if you always notice, we've always went to like our grandmas and stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
I've always thought like, have you ever thought they've been trying to like brainwash us like that? Because at first, if you think about it, how it started, right? It was never in our community,
Yeah, nah,
ever.
like I only just started hearing about like
Like,
mental health and all that, like, I like maybe when the pandemic hit,
factual.
maybe around that time.
But think about how it happened, right? Now, in my mind, have you ever, and this is no disrespect, anybody who knows, I stand 10 toes with them. Y'all are beautiful, beautiful. But I'm about to bring up who I'm talking about.
Oh
But
shit.
but listen, have you ever noticed that, like, I know you sometimes hear some black women sound like white ladies, right?
Okay.
Like their points on life, like they'd be like, feminine, like certain standpoints, it'd be like, that ain't your battle. Not saying there's anything wrong that they do. It is misogynist people out here, and you definitely need to be standing. But I always told black women this: y'all have always been working since slavery and stuff like that. Y'all have always been in cotton fields, picking, doing extra shifts and stuff like that. So y'all have never been quote unquote part of the same feminist movement, right?
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. But have you ever noticed that it started with like those, I ain't gonna say like, how can I put it? Like them getting certain viewpoints, and it started with them to it leading to us. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. Uh what's the best way I can put it? I'm beating around the bush. All right. I feel like white women have tricked black women to telling black
Oh.
women to get us to get to that, because it was never, because at first they started getting therapy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, oh, it helped out us, let's help out you, type of thing. Because black men, we've never been there. Like we've always,
We always taught to bottle this shit in.
and I don't think you should ever bottle stuff. I
Yeah.
don't think we
We
bottled it
just
in. We've always told other men how we felt, in
Yeah.
our mom. Like, we go to people we feel comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
But if you notice, like in Get Out, right? Like she was like, I think you should get therapy about it and stuff like that. In the moment, like he opened himself up, he got brainwashed. And everything, every time you open yourself up, it's kind of like, have you ever thought like, how can I put it? Like, it's like they're trying to get us in to brainwash us, to get us to like certain things. It was I forgot. It was like another movie they was talking.
Damn, you going deep today.
Yeah, nah, I'm just saying, like in my mind, because I was like this.
Pause.
That's crazy to me that we ain't never like, and never in history have we ever been. And I'm not saying we not been mental health. We've always been one that black people have always been soulful in their music, getting their pain out, telling
That's
each
how
other.
we express our.
We always came around each other, have a good time, talk about what's going. We've never not got it out technically, like, because people be like, "Oh, y'all don't get it out." We've always got around family and being like, "Bro, that's crazy. He did that." With your favorite cousin or something, like you gotten it out, or you got it out in a family area.
Yeah.
Now, but I think it's like crazy that like all these shows, if you see it, it's like all type of brainwashing of how a black man's mind is supposed to be, like in it, like that imagery of that cup, like of therapy and stuff like that. Like I think it was another I'm trying to remember. I know it was Get Out. I know they had it in They Clone Tyrone. It was another thing. It was another, I forgot what other movie they had, but it was like it's about therapy. Like it's always been to me how it's funny, like mind control. Like it's like everybody knows in therapy you can get mind control technically. You know what I'm saying? Like if you doing
that hypnotism shit.
yeah, what movie was that I just saw? Oh crap, I can't remember. But it was like a dude had a different body in him or whatnot. Or like it was like a doctor and her son was in his body. But I always thought like, what happened if that's like a crazy conspiracy theory that they're just like, hey, yeah, y'all need therapy because again, you know what I'm saying? Like it's always been that imagery of mind control, and I was like, that's kind of crazy that this ain't never. Nah, that was a crazy theory that I had.